I got a new hammer, yeah? This is its first job. Perfect. That's perfect. Okay, so now that that corner is done out of the way, we're going to go on over and finally we're going to work on this corner, and that's the whole bottom of the door really completed then, yeah? We have our new inner frame all done, okay? So now it's a case of like, how much of the new door skin are we going to use on this, okay? And I'll tell you the answer to that is as little as possible, okay? It's not that I want to save the new door skin, okay? I'm not here for saving, you know, I'm here for saving the door. And my approach to the door is that as little, and with all restorations, as little as possible. Cut out as little as possible. That's the key to a successful restoration. You know, there's no point. You're only going to run into the same kind of predicaments and problems as I showed you already with this guy over here, look. Yeah? That's, you see? I showed you, and you now know the reasons why. I took off of that panel just what I needed. Yeah? Just what I needed, guys. And no more. And there's two things. You can get good at this, right? And that's all in the future. But that's how you do it, right? You don't cut the whole thing and say, oh, I have a new skin. You know, the new skin, just for those guys who don't know, right? You see, you have that impression there, look, right, for the door handle. Yeah, and you look at your skin, your new skin over here, and it's completely different. Yeah. So, yeah, we're not going to be using the whole door skin. Yeah, we're going to use as little as possible. Yeah, of the door skin. So that's why I'm approaching this like this. Right? So when you just cut this out, you'll see it's an easy repair, right? Easy enough, okay? And again, I'll just say this, right? It's because of the corner, right? This corner here, that's where the strength is. So if we just go below the corner, we're only looking at putting on a small piece. Okay, just to show you that I'll be able to I was telling you about this movement here before, yeah? So I'll just tack that and I'll bring you back. Get a look, see where we're going with this, and I'll just weld it up then, yeah? I can get this down a little bit more, yeah? But we're good enough on the joint now, yeah? Just make sure everything is smooth. Needs a little tap there. It's a bit proud out this way, yeah? And I can tap that down a bit, yeah? It's got to go down a little bit, but I think we can afford, if you look here and you look here, yeah? We can afford to take that down a little bit that it needs to go down, yeah? It won't be a problem. Manipulation, yeah? As you can see, there's probably, well, there's a little gap as well, obviously, but what I'm saying is this is a little proud of that, yeah? So we'll have to, yeah? Needs a little bit of a belly there, so that needs a tap. Okay. I'll line all that up and bring it back. I got a new hammer, yeah? This is its first job. Perfect. That's perfect. So what you want to... Yeah. Right there, if I need it there, I can take the tack in. I've used that tack there, right? There's a tiny tack. If I want to take that in, that side in, I just tap it right where the tack is. That actually takes that panel in. Yeah? That's perfect. Okay, I'll weld this up, guys, and this is pretty much, we're out of this corner, yeah? Okay, so now that that corner is done out of the way, we're going to go on over and finally we're going to work on this corner, and that's the whole bottom of the door really completed then, yeah? So we're just going to push this into place, right? You can see that there, and on down along. And if we get in here behind this, look, so that's what we're looking at there, yeah? So I'll get a tack in there, here, and a few tacks along it, and get it in position. I'm going to straighten this a little bit as well, yeah, and twist it maybe, get another little bit of twist on it. Then I'll tack it up and I'll bring you back then, yeah? It's just basically to weld that in now, right? And that should be it then. Tap this corner in a little bit as well, yeah? Looks like it's kind of going away a little bit, yeah? Okay. I've got to bend this up now, yeah? You can see that there, it's got the two little cutouts on it, yeah? I don't know if you can make that out there. Well, this gets folded up now and put this plate behind it here, yeah? And just tap it up to that. That's roughly the same width, yeah? So we'll just get that little piece back up again, yeah? Cleaned up this weld now, yeah? That should do it. Just tidy it up a little bit then, and that's that corner done. We get the other side, yeah, from the underneath, yeah. I put a little bit of weld in there, but there was probably no need to go so deep because we can get it on the other side. Yeah, carry on. Okay. It's all very shiny. That's come out all right, yeah? Don't know, was there better with the light on or not? Hey guys, yeah, I got a trim, yeah? It was overdue. So we've turned the corner here, guys, as in we've got the base done, okay? You will have seen that. And that's all really turned out really nice for us. Okay, so we've got the new lip on the inside of the door skin here now, right? And now, here's what I've just gone and done, okay? So I've done a little assessment, guys. That's what you do. Like I said at the beginning, at the very beginning of this door video, you assess it. And we've got rust there, okay? So I'll come back to that. Yeah, the outer skin is paper thin along here. But what I've gone and done is I've put a cut there in line with the body line. Yeah. And I've come along here with this little guy. I'm literally just starting this, guys. Yeah. So my plan of action here is to cut just under where it turns the corner, right? And cut all along and take this outside piece where it's bad, where it's rusted through, right? So I'll be leaving that. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing. It's good along here. There's no point in cutting it out. It's all good at the back. But where it is bad, I want to open up that, have a look at it. Obviously the inside is weak as well. Look. See? So that needs repair underneath. We'll see if we can do that. It's kind of surgical, but that would be the approach. Take it piece by piece. That's how we're eating the elephant. Yeah. Obviously there was a patch put in here previously. You can see that. Yeah. And I know you probably can't see it, but you know, there was fillers on here basically. Yeah. Quite a bit of fillers. So now we have our frame. Yeah. Good frame underneath. And we've something there, you know, with a structure behind. All along here is new frame. In underneath, I mean. Yeah. And there's damage here to the hinge, around the hinge area. And as we turn the corner here, we have our new inner frame all done. Okay. So now it's a case of like, how much of the new door skin are we going to use on this? Okay. And I'll tell you the answer to that is as little as possible. Okay. It's not that I want to save the new door skin. Okay. I'm not here for saving, you know, I'm here for saving the door. And my approach to the door is that as little, and with all restorations, as little as possible. Cut out as little as possible. That's the key to a successful restoration. You know, there's no point. You're only going to run into the same kind of predicaments and problems as I showed you already with this guy over here, look. Yeah? That's, you see? I showed you and you now know the reasons why. I took off of that panel just what I needed. Yeah? Just what I needed, guys. And no more. And there's two things. You can get good at this, right? And that's all in the future. But that's how you do it, right? You don't cut the whole thing and say, oh, I have a new skin. You know, the new skin, just for those guys who don't know, right? You see, you have that impression there, look, right, for the door handle. Yeah, and you look at your skin, your new skin over here, and it's completely different. Yeah. So, yeah, we're not going to be using the whole door skin. Yeah, we're going to use as little as possible. Yeah, of the door skin. So that's why I'm approaching this like this, right? So when you just cut this out, you'll see it's an easy repair, right? Easy enough, okay? And again, I'll just say this, right? It's because of the corner, right? This corner here, that's where the strength is. So if we just go below the corner, we're only looking at putting on a small piece. And because we'll be spot welding it to the frame, which is behind the lip, yeah? The inner lip, we'll be spot welding it, right? So there will be very, very little. There'll be no distortion, right? We'll keep our tacks cool, and it's that same process again. So you can see now I'm kind of picking out the little bits, yeah, that need attention and not going for the whole panel. That's you know, unfortunately, guys, this one is, you know, because the door is good, right? What, the door skin is not too bad, right? But yeah, there's work in it, of course. So like I said, we've got a brand new behind us here now. We've got it all brand new all the way down. So we've done that. And that right there, guys, is how you actually, what you just saw me do. If you've been watching, you can see the little silver piece there, yeah. And that's your factory spot weld right there. So we're gonna, like, that's what I'm saying. We're going to assess this, you know, keep taking and clean this up and see what we've got. Yeah, if we've got 1/2 mil, then it gets cut out, and we're gonna have to a different approach. But yeah. Now the next spot weld is here, so I'll just cut that off and weaken that and take it off. I'll move up along. That's what I'll keep doing with this, yeah, until we get up to here, and we'll see then what we've got, yeah, and how bad it is, and if it can be done, you know, if it's repairable. Like, it does get a little tricky when we're, you know, trying to do this piece, yeah. You know, you'll see as I open it up, and that's when it gets a little bit, like, it's okay along here, you see. So, and we've got this then to go on when we're doing the body work after, yeah, when we're dressing it up and making the corner look real again, yeah. We've got this and we've got this, so kind of I'm hoping, you know, we'll be able to just kind of, we'll check that out after, but from here to here, you know, and see if this is good enough behind, and be able to put in a little piece if we have to. But like I said, it's surgical, but yeah, that's what has to be done, rather than cutting the whole lot off and trying to do it the other way. Every 2 inches, yeah. So we have a little bit of history, yeah. So when we're putting it back, every 2 inches. So this we cut off. That's that one off. Okay. And then the spot weld. See the steel going blue? That's our indicator to stop. And we're through then. We're through to the inner frame, yeah? And that's how I remove, you know, that's how I go about it, guys. First cut is along there, look. Yeah? And we're gonna check what it's like underneath, yeah? And can we repair along here maybe, you know? Clean all this up and assess it. Yeah, you can see, I mean, there was a little cut out there and there for the screws, yeah, for the locking mechanism, the handle, etc., door handle. And that's how we, like I said, that's how we eat the elephant, yeah. So again, I'll just do a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. I'm sure that's one there where you see the where you see the white, yeah, that'll be yeah, it is. And if we have it flat, then we'll reach it with this. See it going blue? And then like this. And then this. And you know, see, you don't see me, it's not hard work, right? And there's our little plug weld. Factory spot weld, okay? It's not a plug weld. What we'll be doing is a plug weld if I can't get the spot welder in there, which I don't, you know. I don't seem to be able to, it's too small a space to get the back of the spot weld in there. But anyway, that's what I do, guys, yeah? And I'm going to continue on, right? And again, look, we can see it's just, it's coming out, right, for me, but it's not there. It's not coming out. It's stopped. So, one more time. It goes blue. Now, if I had a pliers here, I could strip this off. But as you can see, right, it's you don't have to dig in deep. A little bit more. Now you can see, guys, yeah, that we can clean that back. We can clean that back to metal, right? And like I said, the rule there is if it's a millimeter or thereabouts, we keep it. If it's half a millimeter, we cut it out and replace it, yeah? Because half a millimeter just doesn't cut it, right? It's just not good enough, but that is solid. So the more of that stuff we get, the better. And afterwards, right, you'll see it'll just be a case of putting in 1mm like that, okay, a new piece, right, on there with our little holes pre-drilled, a 6mm hole, or I tend to do 8mm, but 6 is probably on this small area, 6 is adequate. A 6mm hole in around the center of it, of the piece that we're replacing, yeah, offer it up, and we tack it all along, tack it, don't go welding it, and then you'll have your holes already pre-drilled, you'll see it, and then plug weld it. Now it's plug welded, right, and we're in a corner area, so there's no problem with distortion or anything really, you know, it's safe, and you can put your weld into the corner, and then finally it's a little bit of metal finishing, yeah, and you get, you know, and you like I said, you have this to copy, yeah, so you know what the curvature is and how sharp the corner is. This is where everything goes completely wrong with using the replacement panel as well. You don't get the same, you know, so you have to do all that dolly work in, put it into that panel before you can even, you know, fit it. So these are the tips and tricks I talk about, yeah, and we can go on up, you know, and when we're done here, guys, there's no more rust in the door, yeah, it's a rust-free door, and that's, you know, I'd be inclined to, you know, keep this steel as much as possible as opposed to the steel of today, because guys, that's another whole, you know, the old steel is completely different to the new steel. I think most of you guys know that now anyway. Yeah, the new steel, just, you know, I just use it as little as possible, yeah, in any of the panels, yeah, and it's, I know you can put stuff and protect them, etc., etc., but, you know, it's just not like the old steel, yeah, and even from a welding perspective, old steel is beautiful to weld in comparison to new steel of today. The new steels, guys, are just really hard, yeah, you know, to weld. The new steel is really hard, right? But I'm not talking 1mm, I'm talking in the industry, you know. Yeah, in comparison to old steel, the older the steel, the better. It's malleable, it's soft, and it's beautiful to work with. It's completely different. Today's steel is just completely different. That's metallurgy, that's not for here and now, but yeah. So that's what we're, you know, that's what we'll be doing, guys. I'm going to be trying keeping as most, like I said, yeah. Keep what you can, yeah. There's no point in going all through and taking that out, you know. Yeah, I was going to say something about the new panel as well, but I won't. But yeah, we'll check it out as we go along, right? But we can, like, I mean, that's solid as well. So there's only a small bit. There's a little bit there, and you know. So I'll clean it all up and I'll take it from there, and we'll see how we get on with it. Yeah, but that's the approach, guys, and that's how it's looking, right? And that's probably shiny, right? But you know, that's where we'll be. You know, that's solid. Yeah, there's no problem there. And I'll take it out where it needs to be put in and just try and get it as, and that's that. You know, you can see, you know, there's a lot less to do there, you know. Yeah.